Welcome back to OBG Road to Glory, episode number 10. So this is going to be our 10th episode. Really excited about, playing this game, playing this series. It's going to be my 10th video. Trying to work it out, not having a PC and trying to do all this stuff straight off of the PS5 is a little difficult, but also, it doesn't come across as maybe the most cut and crisp product, but I'm having a lot of fun doing it, and I think it's really cool just to document it and play it out. Just looking here, we're about to play a home game against Illinois. On paper, Illinois is actually really good. So the fact that they're 2-6, and we just got put into the top 10 rankings in the country, this has kind of got trap game written all over it. So we're going to have to be on the lookout for that. Also with the skill points, we're kind of running low. It goes fast, and we still have lots to upgrade on OBG. If sometimes I say OGB, I apologize. It's OBG. It flows off the tongue both ways. You know what I'm saying? So let's hop into it. This could be a trap game, so it's really important that we all keep our focus. Definitely not as good of a team as Ohio State, but we do have to be on the lookout for them to give us their best effort. And we got a little bit of a drizzle going on here. It is the Pacific Northwest, so the weather can be kind of wild the later we get into the year. It'd be cool to play a little bit of a rainy game.
Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business?
Yep. Announcer himself just said it. Can we take care of business, right? Illinois had a tough season, but on paper they have a really good team. So we're going to have to make sure we are still firing on all cylinders. As we can see, it's kind of cold, probably a little wet, a little slick. The field looks a little damp. Conditions are not ideal. So, we got to make sure we hold on to the ball and do the best we can. And, during the last video, we were able to max out our passing accuracy. So in terms of being a thrower, we're as good as it gets in the country, really. So this should be an absolute laser, and it is. Perfect to get our big tight end involved. I love getting these two freshmen, Combs and Amaro, involved, because they're going to be crucial for us the later we get into our career to grow with us and trying to create, our own little big three. And still remembering that Williams is a younger player too, so we got to keep him involved as well. As we give the ball to Coleman here, 2nd and 12. Solid run, dives forward, picks up 7. So we like that. All right, we got Combs, Williams in the slot. Looks pretty interesting here, and we'll put it on him in the middle, and we're picked off. With all the perfect accuracy stats that we have, we put that a little bit too far inside on him, and the defense was able to come up with it. Another not great turnover by us. We haven't been immune to turning the ball over, but this is year 1 of 3 years for us starting. So, we still have lots to learn how the game is played. I have not played a lot of this game mode off stream or off video, so still learning the game. Combs is getting loose. This is a pass from us, by the way, and he's still going, fighting it down. We're down there to help him. Jonah Coleman took an injury there. Not ideal, but Washington's a really good replacement for us. We're going to make sure Boston is on a post route. We could maybe hit Boston for a touchdown here if he cuts properly. Tight window, and another interception thrown by OBG here. A disaster of a start for us here. Not even 5 full minutes into this game, and we've thrown 2 interceptions. Our defense has held serve, but coach is definitely not happy that we continue to turn the ball over. We're going to have to watch out for that. You know, even these not as great teams, they'll get you. And then we just get rid of it here. Really tough start here in what we consider to be a trap game. So we're going to have to focus up here. We're going to read that defender, and we're going to get a nice release here. Get it to our buddy Combs. We'll pick this up 3rd and inches. That's not bad. Give the Coleman, who's back healthy here. Hopefully he can give us a first down here. OBG is definitely beating himself up over those 2 interceptions. You know, coming off of some really good games. Those 2 interceptions, they'll haunt you if you don't let them get out of your head. But we're going to hit our tight end here. Picks up a good amount of yards.
You just wonder what that does for their
Romero, he has been really good for us. So we're going to go back to Coleman here. Coleman's going to, nice little run from Coleman picking up 9. A lot easier to run it against Illinois than it was against Ohio State, that's for sure. I'm going to run this one to the right here. Pick up a couple yards in the first down. We're going to do a little play selector here. I like this tight end corner play. Ooh, I really like this for Amaro or maybe Boston, depending how that corner, if he comes up or he sits. And he's going to kind of fade back. We are able to get to the Boston for a minimal game. So better than not gaining anything. And right here, middle of the field is open. We're going to get Amaro to clear up, but we might be looking at Williams here if we... Oop, and our offensive lineman jumped for a false start. That's not ideal. So a little penalty here, 2nd and 5. Coach came out, says, let's run the ball then. All right, Coach, you're the boss. And we have thrown 2 interceptions so far in the game, so it is understandable. The 3rd and 5 here, he's definitely going to be putting the ball in our hands here. We got a lot of work to do to make up for those 2 interceptions. Got Boston here, comes back to the football, but he's short of the first down marker. I maybe could have thrown that half a second earlier. I wonder if the coach is going to elect to punt this or give us a chance to go get it. But with our defense playing good all year long, it makes sense to punt it. So I can't blame him for wanting to punt it, especially because we've literally turned the ball over twice. You know, 0-0 here, and our defense comes up with a big stop here. Probably a turnover forced. Run this thing to the right. Cool little action shot here.
They go to the ground.
Coleman's going to bust through for about 3. Coach wants to run the jet touch pass to the strong side of the field. Not ideal. And we're going to motion him and snap the ball. Good to Williams. And we gain nothing out of that. But coach is saying, you know what, we need a little bit of our favorite play here. See what we can get. And we might have Williams in the back corner, and we do. Perfect throw. Great route by Williams. That's our money play. Anytime coach calls that one, we're looking for 6. And our defense got us the ball back again. We might have Amaro here on a bit of a delayed corner, or Williams on the left if he beats him. Williams beat his man, and we almost threw another interception. A little bit of a misfire there by us. But no harm, no foul. Run a little fake jet here. Give it to Coleman. Coleman gets us 3 yards closer to the sticks. Coach wants to run slants here. We're just trying to avoid a turnover. But I like Boston's matchup outside if he can get a free release. But the guy followed him. But right there, we hit Combs in stride for a touchdown. I think it's safe to say we've made up for the 2 interceptions. And now coach wants to call read option. Something we are a lot better built for now with our athleticism. Let's see if we can keep it and make something happen. And another, our offensive line just does not give us the edge. We couldn't make that work. We'll do some quick math here. 3 to the left, 4 to the right. We'll run it to the left. Combs is going to go get us, or Coleman, I should say, gets us 3. I don't really want to call screen pass, but hey, you want to call our favorite play. I'm all for it. Lots of options here. And once again, Williams is free. Can we hit him in stride? We can. It's another deep touchdown to Williams. There we go. That's the Huskies that were playing last week. You know, 2 pretty brutal interceptions, but, you know, 21-3 now. So we can put those behind us and just focus on playing football. We have more than made up for our mistakes. And Coleman's now getting forward here. He's got 10 carries in the game, so it's not like he's getting... And coach is calling it again. Oh, what a timeout here. Saved Illinois from maybe another touchdown. Combs is feeling it. Get this to our running back here in space. 8 yards, I'm a big fan of that. 1 touchdown off another upgrade, but like I've stated, we're running out of points for upgrades, so we might just have to go back to taking them as we get them. Hold the PA here. Boston is gone. Can we hit him in the back of the end zone? He caught it, but he's out of bounds. I don't hate it. I'd love to be able to audible to a pass play here, but we are going to run the halfback draw, trying to pick up the first down. And, ooh, our running back with a nice little move in the hole there. Goes ahead and picks up a first down there. I'm of the belief we've scored enough points to win this game with our defense. It's all about just ball control and making the right decisions, holding the ball. We're going to let the clock quiet the crowd. We're at home. Crowd gets quiet. You guys can see that. You know, we're just going to let the clock go down a bit here. We're not worried about scoring another touchdown. We're worried about keeping the ball, at least getting 3 points, and carrying into the second half here.
Going up top on first down.
Get this to Combs out wide. Oh, Combs is like, I kind of want to get more yards, and I'm not going to blame him. Big pickup by Combs there. He did go to bounds, stopping the clock. We're going to see if Amaro might get open quickly here. He sort of did, but I didn't like it enough. We're going to give number... Ooh, we almost hooked up with Combs there for a nice touchdown. We're going to see if we can just hit Williams underneath here. Get him the ball in space.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10.
Ooh, and we're rolling around. We got to get away from this guy. Trying to make some magic happen, and we take a bad sack. Ooh. I got to say, if I was OBG's coach, I'd be very, very mad right now. That is not a good play, but we're going to hit the running back. Hopefully he can just get in field goal position, but he's thinking about more. Gained it almost all back, but we're definitely just going to take a field goal, I think, here. But a really bad sack taken there. We were trying to do way too much. We could have risked a turnover there. Should never have done that. And we missed our field goal, despite the fact we were right there. But that's okay. Defense gets a stop. Again, points are not at a premium now. It's all about just holding on to the ball, playing defense, and not turning it over. Good run by Coleman there. Picks up 5 yards. I picked different play, and coach is like, nope, you're running my play. So I guess we're running his play. Williams, I might get Williams to run a bang 8 here. See if he can get one-on-one. Not really. Oh, but we had Boston late, but we got his, we threw there. All right, 3rd down here. Fairly important 3rd down just to keep control of the game. We'll see if Boston gets open late here, and I think he will. Great timing, and Boston dropped it. We put it on the right shoulder. Boston just kind of turned funny, and we're going to have to punt it away. So hopefully the defense can continue to hold serve, and they do. Coach wants to come out, throw the ball. I think we can maybe hit Washington for a big run here out of the backfield if it's man. If not, so we're just going to dump it to Amaro, our safety blanket. Pick up 9 yards. Coach is still adamant that we need to throw the ball. Maybe it's trying to work out the kinks from all the interceptions. Oh, PA. Ooh, got a wide open, what looks to be Williams. And he breaks a tackle, too. Very nice from Williams. Williams has had a big game today. 2 touchdowns, 4 catches, 116 yards. Very nice. Simple math here. Run it to the right. Wait to snap it.
He leaves it with the back.
Decent blocking, but only 3 yards that he had there. Coach wants to run the trap. Okay. I'm all good with running the ball. Clock is our friend. We want the clock to run down. Even though it's still early enough in the game for Illinois to make a game out of it. We're not too worried about it. Boston one-on-one here. We might give him a chance to redeem himself with a curl route here. And I didn't like it, so we're going to take off and get down. 7 easy yards right there. I like it. And then we're going to come out and run the ball. So this drive is going pretty good here. We're moving the sticks. We're chewing up some time. And if we get field goal range, we'll fulfill the 21-point lead. As long as we make it, unlike the first half where we missed it. I like this call. Get Williams the ball. All right, Williams. Come get this thing. See what you can do. Oh, he's got space. He's got space. Easy first down. And we're over 300 yards for the game. Our next touchdown would give us another upgrade. But we're not too worried about the upgrades. I'm liking Boston here. We might get Boston a jump ball here. I didn't like it enough. We'll just dump it off to number 11. I'm not familiar. One of our backups. Favors. Okay. Yeah, I should remember Favors. Favors might actually get a touchdown here. No, but we're going to have to run. Maybe a chance to break free for a touchdown, and we got it. 7th rushing touchdown of the season. 4 total touchdowns in the game to secure the 2nd upgrade of the game for us, which is really good. Illinois did respond with a touchdown, so we are going to have to continue to play like we were playing before, where it's all about, getting the ball out like that, catching the ball, and a broken tackle by Favors. Favors looking for some extra playing time, and he continues to catch the ball and run like that. We are definitely going to be in business for Favors to get more touches. Run the ball to Coleman here. 4 yards. And at the end of the 3rd quarter, we got a pretty good lead here, 18 points. And we have the ball. We're in complete control of this game. As we see the standings, USC 8-2. I wonder if this win today will push us up the rankings much more or not. My guess is not too much. Maybe a couple spots. We'll see. Not really an impressive opponent to beat, even though on paper they're very good. Better than their record. If they were playing in a worse conference, they wouldn't be 2-6. They'd probably be 5-3 or 6-2. Okay. We'll see what we can get out of this play. And we got Williams here. We can hit him. And he caught it. Nice catch by Williams to keep the drive going. And if I'm Illinois, that really stings because they're definitely trying to get the ball back. Illinois is not giving up on this game yet. But they weren't able to get us off the field there, so we're going to continue to drive. Hand the ball off to Coleman. And we got an injury, I believe, to our offensive lineman, maybe our left or right tackle.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be
Hopefully that's nothing serious.
After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6.
That did stop the clock though. And the ball off to Coleman again. Gonna go get us a couple more yards. And coach wants us to throw the ball to try and pick up another first down here. Touchdowns on the table if they give us a look for it. So we'll take a look for it if it's there. I didn't like any of that. Oh, I don't like any. Oh, we got a running back here for a first down. And that's all we needed there. First down. Lets us milk more of the clock. The coach is thinking about a touchdown on this drive here. I sort of respect it. Play action. Our tight end. What a great route. Can we get a good throw? And we've thrown our 3rd interception of the day in the red zone. A brutal turnover here. Coach wanted to throw the ball. I didn't think it was the best idea, even though I liked it. And we've now thrown 3 interceptions. So I'll tell you what, for 3 interceptions, we lose an upgrade. So we only have 2. Now, if we win, it'll be 2. If we lose, it'll be 1, because 3 interceptions is unacceptable. A little jet touch pass there. Yeah, we got a defensive stop, but I think coach knows we shouldn't have been throwing the ball in that spot. Get a little swing out to Boston, see what he can do here. Breaks a tackle, muscles forward here. Yeah, 3 interceptions is rough. That brings our season total to 10. Not a good total to have. We got Boston right here in the middle of the field. Good catch by Boston. First down, coach, we should be running this ball. All right. 18-point lead. About 6.5, a little bit over 6.5 to play.
He's been picking this defense apart, matriculating the ball.
Give it to Coleman. Coleman's going to lose yards. I think that's going to make the coach want to throw it.
I wouldn't be surprised if they just keep letting him throw it.
Nah, we're going to run the ball again. I don't want to risk throwing our 4th interception of the game. That would be ugly. Even with the win. But the win is what matters. I'm not too worried about the turnover numbers. It's our first year starting. There's going to be mistakes. Coleman's had 20 times to carry the ball, only 76 yards, so he has not been performing very well. I would have expected a much bigger game. Got a running back here. Risky throw. So we complete it. 4th down. Obvious situation to kick a field goal here. And that should seal the game with a field goal. And we make it. Illinois comes down, scores. So we're only up 2 touchdowns now. But the clock is on our side. Should be able to run this clock out.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8.
Coach wants to run jet pass again.
Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now
Helps our numbers, that's for sure.
Try to get the edge with a quick
Get Williams the ball. Big game for Williams. Oh,
and a nice
broken
run
on attack.
there.
We're over 400 yards passing in this game, so a lot of action in this game, that's for sure. 3rd down here, coach making the right call here. We're going to run a little power set. Illinois doesn't stop us here. The game is over, and we don't get it. I thought we had it. We don't get it. The game's not quite over yet. Illinois is going to have a chance to score and potentially recover an onside kick. So they need a lot to go their way here. And they will get down and score, but they will not get the onside kick. So your Washington Huskies are going to knee it out and take a win. Not as commanding of a win as we would have hoped for. But we'll take it nonetheless. It's good to just hold serve, and that's all that matters. And 402 yards is very good.
Win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win. Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else
not happy about the turnovers. 3 of them, but
that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollock,
that's why the game was so close at the end. If I don't throw 3 interceptions, and instead I only throw 1, we don't win by 7. We probably win by 20. But that's okay. We're still growing and learning. Picked up another skill point. So it normally would be 3 upgrades, but it's only going to be 2 due to the interception. Brian Amaro, don't look on your social feed today. You and the team are getting roasted pretty bad. I'm not sure why we're getting roasted pretty bad. We just won another game. I knew I threw 3 interceptions, but we're just going to ignore it. I'm not sure why. We've been so good all year. 3 interceptions is not great, but we won the game. That's what matters. So 2 upgrades, not 3, but we're running out of points to even spend them on. I couldn't even upgrade my health 3 times. So what we're going to do is we're going to do 1 to elusiveness and 1 to IQ and health. So we're left with 7, so we'll be able to do these ones 2 more times. And then we'll have to earn them all the hard way, but I'm not too worried about having everything else up because we've maxed out the 3 most important ones. For OBG, we'll advance the week. We will play another game in this video. And we'll see how that one goes. It'll be a much tougher opponent, and we will not be able to turn the ball over 3 times and win the game. That's for sure. NIL offer. $5 points of reduction. I'm going to decline. not too worried about that. And now we got to go into Wisconsin, the 10th ranked team in the country. So we did go up to 7th in the country after that win. So we're going to simulate practice. Set up our weekly agenda. We have 5 energy this week. Our studies look impeccable. XP, I'm not going to worry. I will upgrade the NIL, and I will do that 4 times. I think that's good. Just to, you know, try and get us up more, get our brand out there. And then, you know what? Our brand being bigger helps Washington be bigger. That's just the truth. We're the quarterback. It's just how it plays out. So Washington's a really good team. We're playing in their building. This should be a hard place to win. If there was a betting line, I would say Wisconsin probably would be favored by 6.5 because they're the home team.
This historic stadium, home to the Iron Horse and the Great Dane.
Very cool. Have not seen Washington's stadium yet this year, and they're holding up the W's for Wisconsin. And we hold up W's a little bit differently in Seattle for the Washington Huskies. So Wisconsin and Washington, it's a big game. It's now the most important game of the year. This is an important game. If we can win this game, it puts us in a really... We've already guaranteed a bowl game for us this year, I think. But we're going to have to go out here and try and win a game. Stadium Pulse, 14th toughest place to play. So it's not going to be a walk in the park for the Huskies. Let's start it off on a good note. Hand the ball off. Coleman, I need a big game out of you. I've been waiting for it. Okay, 5 yards, I'll take it. Coach wants to give it to him again. Coach, I agree. I think Coleman is due for a big game where he carries us. You know, I'm still just a sophomore quarterback, prone to turning the ball over, and then he gives back 3 yards. Coach wants to run a halfback mid-draw. I am not going to save that. That is not good. Okay, we got drive here. Amaro could be open. Could have square open. I like Amaro here. If we can get it to him, we're hit as we threw. They only sent 4, but we could not block them up. Our offensive line, I think, is the biggest weakness on our team. If we can figure out the offensive line, and Wisconsin goes down and scores. Okay, so we might have Combs over the middle. Might have to move. I got Williams here, wide open. I threw it behind him a bit to make sure I didn't lead him too far. Big pickup there. I know I said I wanted to limit the turnovers, but I think this might be a game where we got to take some shots if we want to win this game. I really do. Get it out to Combs there. Perfect. Quick and easy, get the ball out of our hands. That's what we can do. We're a good team. We're in this situation because we're a good team, and we got to believe it. Start it off. Look for our tight end here. Just get a couple yards. Our safety blanket, 5 yards. Perfect. Okay, zone fake jet. I'm okay with that here. I think they would assume I'm going to flick it, so a handoff makes some sense. Hopefully Wisconsin bites on it, and they did a little bit. I saw their linebackers jump. But Coleman unable to make them pay. So the left side of the field is our most likely area. Get it to Williams. Williams, so dependable. Williams, big catch. Okay, first down here. This is one of those plays we usually hit for touchdowns here to Amaro. See if we can get it to him. Will he come open? He's coming open late. Can we get it to him? We can. Not a touchdown, but inside the 4. Perfect. Good play. Coleman, now's the time, man. Wisconsin's stacking the box. Those are some big guys in there. And our offensive line's not great, but we got to try and punch this in. And Coleman is going to punch it in. That feels good. I really want Coleman to succeed on our team here. I know it's probably his last year. All right, Coach wants to run the read option, and I got to say, this looks like a pretty simple handoff to Washington.
From the shotgun, the inside
yeah, they kind of had that all locked up. No, loss of 3. Coach wants to run the ball. I think that's a bad decision here. Coleman on a Texas route looks kind of nice here.
Great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense.
Oh, we got Amaro open late though. We hung in there tough. Waited out the pass play and threw a really good ball. That was some toughness. That took some guts and some toughness. You know, we're 3 years out from entering the draft, but NFL scouts are going to love to see that toughness there. And Coleman just can't get anything going. And they want to give it to Washington here. I kind of like it. I don't think Wisconsin's assuming we're going to run the ball here. So hopefully they're sending the house. They sent it in through the gut, though. Coach wants to call our favorite play here to try and pick up a first down, and I respect the hell out of it. Let's see what we got cooking.
Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch.
Didn't have my favorite route. We're going to try and beat this guy to the pylon, and we will. The athleticism leads us to a first down here. OBG does not want to give the ball back to Wisconsin without taking the lead first, and he's showing it. Big first down pickup to end the quarter there. You know, they had all the options locked up, and we made them pay with our legs. That's important. Quick math check. We are going to motion Combs here, see if we can get an even better. And they brought the safety out of there. Perfect. That's even better for us. And the ball, Coleman gets us two. Coleman just continues. I don't even know if it's Coleman or our offensive line. Because the offensive line is just not where it needs to be. It's not quite championship caliber, and I wonder if that'll hold us back this year. Coleman, good run by Coleman there. 3rd and 2 is very nice. And the coach wants to run the ball again. Okay. I'm going to trust him. We're going to motion Williams across and swap him with Combs. See if we can get a nice little angle here. We're going to go left now. I guess we're going right by accident. But Coleman's going to pick up the first down. So that's important.
That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs.
Going to give it to Coleman again here.
In motion. Leaves it with the back.
He's not going to get anything.
And
And now coach wants to run it again with Coleman. I love Coleman too, but he's tired. Why are we running the ball again? We're here because of our... Oh, but Coleman's like, you know what? I got a big run in me. That's huge. All right. I think this is a linebacker on Combs here, so we're going to look to try and exploit that. Couldn't exploit it. Get rid of it. And I wasn't out of the pocket before I threw it away. Had to get rid of it. And I just wasn't out of the pocket yet. So for the first time today, we're going to try and get Combs involved here. See if he can get us a spark here, and he might. He's got the edge. Combs. Great run by Combs to get it to 3rd and 3. Big pickup from the freshman. All right. Let's see what we got. Amaro sometimes is open once he sits here. And I think he is. Amaro, come on. Catches it. Not in the end zone. Amaro just never scores. He gets inside the red zone, but he never scores. All right, we're going to look for Washington early here. Wasn't there. Amaro's open. And we got a touchdown to Amaro. That felt good. Ooh, big touchdown. We needed that. We definitely needed that. And our defense was able to hold Washington, or Wisconsin. That's mixing them up. Take the Combs. And oh, they're right in the backfield.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They've seen enough of that play. I like Boston. Boston up the middle could be a really dangerous play. As long as Boston can hear me, Boston might get a chance here, and I'm going to give him a shot. Going up to Boston. And he dropped it. He almost came down with it. Very close. But coach is like, let's go back to our play. And coach, I love it. Hopefully Amaro runs the right route here. And Williams is open, I think. Threw it on the sideline. Perfect ball. Perfect throw. Big time catch. Booth review. They're thinking maybe he didn't catch it. And the review says, look at this throw. Perfect spiral in the bucket. And it does stand. Great throw by our buddy OBG. Great catch by our buddy Williams. Hand off to the back. And pick up a couple yards. And go back to the air here. Fans are, and it might be Favors might be the one who gets the ball here. But we got Williams wide open underneath.
Makes the grab. It's
He
Williams.
picks up the first down.
They bring him down, but he's got
Hopefully
a
this
first
crowd
and
can
goal
relax
from
soon
the
because
10.
they are buzzing.
This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Trying
Here's
to
what they
find
want.
his
I
man
think
on
Williams,
first down.
and right away.
Pass rush
No
is
chance.
effective,
Pressure
and they tackle him
immediately.
at the 19.
Coach wants to run a little
Defense
RPO
rolls
here.
up deep
Boston
in
or the
its own
running
end
back.
on that
Let's
last
figure it
play.
out.
Now a second and long
Go to
coverage.
Boston. He's got a
Working that
chance.
left side
They
now.
closed very nicely.
And
This
he'll
Washington,
run
the
across the
Wisconsin defense
sidelines
is
after
very
a
tough.
good gain.
Very
You
tough
can work
defense.
your way down the field
Third and
with
goal
these
here.
wide receiver screens, but also
Amaro,
look for
if
the
Amaro can get
opportunity to
leverage,
turn 'em into
we're
chunk
going to
plays
him.
later.
No doubt, you throw it quick.
And he almost got leverage. I just couldn't throw up, but we got an open lane into the end zone, sliding in like a baseball player. Big touchdown from OBG there. And we're going to take a 2-touchdown lead and get a defensive stop before the half. So a chance to put on some more points. We're going to look at Williams here and see if he can break that coverage.
He wants to throw.
Didn't quite.
Bought a little time,
Check it
lets
down
go.
here. Keep the
Receiver
drive
looks
moving
it
a
in,
bit.
it's complete.
Not worried about
They
the
make
time,
stop,
because even if we
trying
can
to
get a
pick up
field
just
goal,
little
I'll be
bit of
happy with
time
it.
to get to that
Let's
first
see if
down
we can
mark.
get Boston out wide here or Amaro out wide and have Combs underneath in case none of them get open.
Looking to pass on second
And
down.
Combs is going to come free
Gliding
right
to
here.
right,
The
still
speedster,
trying to make a play.
more than enough for a first down.
Oh,
And the
and
clock will
defense
stop
in
on
chase
the
mode, and
whistle.
they finally get
So
him
we're going to get
down
a
at
chance to
35.
run another play here.
And it's so hard
Clock
to
will
lead
start
on the
now.
run and
Tons
make
of
it
time. We're not worried about the
It's just
time.
very tough, very few
Maybe
people
Amaro
do
could
it.
get open
Again,
late
we see
here.
the freaks and we see the highlights
He
all
will
the time,
not.
but
We're
that's a tough
scrambling.
thing to do. He made it
Scrambling, and we broke free and almost picked up the first down. But more importantly, we got out of bounds to preserve time. Starting to think that maybe we don't want a field goal, that we might want a touchdown.
He's looking to throw.
I'm going to give Amaro a chance. A high ball to the big tight end. Didn't get it to him. But you know what? Second and inches is a good time to take that risk. Because we're most likely going to pick this up here. So we might be looking at the running back here. But Williams is open. Got it to him. And we're going to use a timeout here. We have 3 of them. The clock stops after a first down, but we want to use the timeout to get a good play call in. Great route by Williams. Excuse me. We could have Boston really quickly here if he makes a really good route here. And I think he did. Boston in the end zone. Got it. What a goddamn catch by Boston there for a touchdown. Huge touchdown. 10.5. Great route. Excellent work. And now we got a commanding lead here. And I'm thinking, we're all thinking the same thing here. Maybe we get Boston one more little go route here.
He wants to start this drive with
Didn't quite get open. We're going to take a sack. It's okay. Coach wants to throw the ball around here. And I can understand it. We're trying to finish these guys off early. Step on their throats. And we're loose. We're loose. Can we get a block? We couldn't. But a first down again. Using our legs to pick up first downs. Got a 3-touchdown lead here, but we're on the road. We want to make sure we can finish the job here. Fake handoff to Combs. Coleman just refuses to muster up anything for us. It's been very frustrating and hard to watch. Because you just feel so bad for him because you know he's putting it all out there. And he's just not as big of a part of the offense as he'd want to be.
Dialing up a second down pass play.
We got a chance here. Looking. We're going to run again. And we're going to get out of bounds. Hey, they're basically giving us first downs. As we see OBG there talking to the Wisconsin bench, letting them know, hey, you know, your playoff hopes are looking very slim at this current minute if they fall to 6 and 5. A screen pass. Okay, we haven't called that in a long time. Anything to try and get Coleman going. Come on, Coleman. Get it to Coleman in space. That's not even Coleman's fault. They just didn't block for him. Tough for Coleman. But coach called our favorite play. This time Boston in the slot here. We could be looking at another touchdown here, ladies and gentlemen. Boston's going to be one-on-one. We're going to give him a high ball. And he caught it. Broke a tackle. And he's down at the 1. Oh, Boston almost got into the end zone there. So close. But now we got a chance to give Coleman a touchdown. And Coleman's going to punch it in there. We don't care who scores here. We just care that we score. That's a big touchdown right there. Big touchdown. And we got the ball back, so we are in complete control of this game. So I'm not sure why the coach is throwing the ball, because we are, just a bad idea, coach. I'm not looking at the right side of the field, but what are we doing? We're up 35-7. We can run the ball, coach. Coach is just loving the pass plays. This is how we've always, and our offensive line was looking the wrong way. Our offensive line just gives me headaches, and I'm hoping we don't get hurt one day, because the offensive line is just refusing to do their job. We're going to try. Ooh, we might be able to pick this up with our legs, though. He's free, and he's got the first down again with his legs. OBG's using his legs these days, and it is making him an absolute lethal weapon to stop. Check it down here, and we've just thrown an interception again. Chance to tackle him. We trip him up. A first career tackle for OBG, but another interception. And you got to wonder if the coach is saying we set up our young quarterback for failure there, because up 28 points, continuing to throw the ball. And Wisconsin scores, and the coach is coming out wanting to throw. We're all about wins here. We would rather just pick up our wins and get out of the game. And another sack. I couldn't get the ball. It wouldn't let me hit the button. The coach is playing with some fire here. We're looking for big numbers, I guess. I'm not worried about the Heisman race this year. I'm worried about winning games. And a missed pass there over the middle. So we threw another interception. Not happy about that. And it led to a touchdown. And now it might lead to a punt. And we just get rid of it. We're getting beat up here. We can't block. We're throwing the ball for no reason. And we're going to have to punt. And if Wisconsin scores a touchdown on this punt, they don't. But that was risky. Thankfully, the coach has gone back to running the ball. OBG on the sideline was very frustrated that he's thrown another interception. He's up to 11 interceptions on the year. It's not terrible for a first-year starter, but it's not very good either. It's more interceptions than games played, and that's just not what you want to ever have. But you'll take the good with the bad, and OBG has still had a really dynamic year as the quarter will expire here. We head to the fourth, 35-14 lead. Should just be putting the finishing touches on this game. Again, this is a big game for us. And another marquee win. You know, if we can hold on here, our only loss is still to Michigan by 1 point. So we're definitely showing we're a threat. That's 100% the case here. And we are going to break a tackle and pick up the first down. Showing some toughness, breaking a tackle for the first down to keep the drive alive. And that's huge. I'm not counting Wisconsin out. And I'd like to bully them all the way down the field here, just running it and milk more clock. And that first down allowed us to do that, that's for sure. Switch up the running back here, but we're going to still run the ball to Washington. Washington for Washington. Picks up 3. See, now if you want to throw it, I can understand it. But we got to be all about just holding on to the ball, killing clock, making plays. Combs fake across. Amaro, can we get it to him? We can. As we're being hit, and Amaro rumbling down the sideline there. We're not calling reverse. We're not calling that, coach. Come on. Nice pickup there by Amaro. That was a really tough play to make there. Take it to Boston. Oh, we give it to Boston, I guess. And he loses a yard. Yeah, coach is still calling some crazy plays here with a 21-point lead. But you know what? We got the lead. We got the ball. Life could be... Ooh, Washington took a big shot there. Life could be a lot worse. Okay, little PA play here. I'd like to see about getting Boston a chance at the end zone here. We might be able to get it to Williams for a touchdown, and he dropped it. That's okay. We're in field goal range. Take our 3. Play defense. We're in full control of this game. We got our 3, and our defense again. Once again this season, our defense stands tall, and you love to see it, allowing us to just milk more clock. Coleman, 7 yards, beautiful. Come up here, run the ball. We shouldn't throw the ball ever again this game. Even if it was 3rd and 8, we shouldn't run the ball or throw the ball ever again this game. It just makes no sense. We just got to get out of here with a win. Coach wants to call a read option play. All right, we'll run a read option, I guess, Coach. And you know what? We're going to keep this ball. We're going to keep this ball and see if we can go pick it up.
He'll do it himself.
Broke a tackle, picked it up ourselves. Nice first down, and that continues to keep the rock running. And that's just beautiful, beautiful to see here. Really beautiful stadium we're playing in today, too. Take the handoff, give it to Coleman. Coleman, I'm not even worried about getting too many yards now. As long as he doesn't fumble, that's all that matters to me.
The way you do that is by having success like that.
Let the clock run a little bit more. Snap the ball.
The run from the shotgun.
Like clockwork, we are playing really well. Other than that interception, which we didn't need to throw. All right, we got a read option here. We got a read. And we handed the ball off, and we got the first down. The clock just keeps ticking here for the Huskies. This is how you want to end a game. Just drive a game into the ground. This is exactly how you got to do it in any conference, but the Big Ten especially. So Coleman's stats don't look great, but every yard's been hard-earned and been important. We'll just take a positive note from that every yard has been important to us. Offensively, other than some sacks, and then, Coleman breaks a tackle. Great run by Coleman, but he fumbles, but we're able to hop on it. So we saved Coleman's bacon a little bit there, but a fumble wouldn't have been the worst thing, but I know that he is not happy to fumble there. Just like we're not happy to throw interceptions and hurt the team, but we got it back. Give it to Coleman again. A nice run by Coleman, and that ices the game for sure. This game is 100% over. A comeback would be, a 24-point comeback without the ball would just be something that would just not add up here. Computer has a bad time running clock down in this 2-minute drill, even though we don't need to score. We're just waiting it out here, wasting more time before we snap this ball. Injuries are a thing. We want people to get hurt as least amount as possible, so we want to run less plays when we don't need to run the plays. Down to 1. Coleman wants to pick up some yards. Good for him.
Everything going the offense's way.
Coach is still calling plays. Don't know why we won't call QB knee. Clock is not on 2 clock here. I'm wondering if we just run the plays. If we score, we score kind of thing. We'll just see what happens. It's a little annoying to sit there for so long. And there's a timeout from Washington. One of their players gets hurt. Sucks to see anybody get hurt. Especially in a situation where, the coach is calling plays. He really shouldn't be. He should be calling quarterback knee. Because Washington, Wisconsin's completely out of this game. It's impossible to win the game now. We're just going to snap the ball, let the simulation take over. Walk out of Wisconsin with a win. Threw another interception. I'm not proud of that, but a win's a win. Big quarter there. We check out the stats here. So we got the win for 1 upgrade.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip
Watch
on their shoulder,
Wisconsin just can't throw the ball. They ran the ball a bunch, but they cannot. They were just really bad passers. And we were really good, 20 of 27. We did throw the interception. We did not get the 300 yards passing, so we are going to only have one upgrade, which I think is more than fair. We had the one rushing touchdown. Coleman was able to pick up some better stats in garbage time, but he's yet to have a 4 yards per carry average, and that's concerning. Receiving, Brian Amaro continues to be really good for us. Rashid Williams, a big game. Boston, a good game. Combs, a little bit more of a quiet game for Combs, but still effective and useful, and that's a big win. And we were number 7th in the country. I would expect us to rise a little bit more, potentially into the top 5, which would be very exciting for the program. Let's see what we earned here. Winning time upgraded to gold. Okay, that's good to know. So we get one upgrade to use. Like I said, we're running low on points here. I might just put it on a ability. With 7 points, I can afford to put dot on gold. I'm not going to do that. I will put resistance on bronze. So that'll help when it's coming time that we might get sacked. That's how that'll do. It'll help us. And when we get our next upgrade, we're only viable for one more upgrade with our amount of points. I will use it on resistance. You know, we'll go ahead and say we got the upgrade. So going forward, if anyone's watching saying I cheated this system, I took away an upgrade on one game. Okay, so we're just getting it out of the way. So going further, we don't have any more objectives. Our overall is quite high. We don't really need anything else anyway, other than maybe some of the health stat and the abilities. So we are not going to be doing our challenges anymore. But I think that's more than okay. We will sim to next week, where I believe next week or the week after, we're going to have to play Oregon. And that's going to be a tough game too. And that could, blow our whole season up to a degree. Although, at the beginning of the year, no one thought we were going to be in this spot where we're the number 4 ranked team in the country. Nobody would have thought we were going to be the number 4 ranked team in the country. With a loss to Oregon, though, we could fall as far as 12 to 15 and then be out of the college football playoff, which is not where we want to be. As we check out the schedules for this week, it should be the game of the week. It is the game of the week, as you see with the little map and thing, game of the week, as it should be. And then next week, I believe we are going to be playing Rutgers. So an easy game to finish out the year, but we can't look ahead to Rutgers. We definitely have to take this Oregon game very seriously. We have dominated our schedule outside of a very early loss to Michigan by a point. And you know what? Michigan's 8-2. One more loss than us. But they're the 3rd ranked team in the country. So our only loss is to the 3rd team in the country by a point on the road in a game where we could have won. We could be undefeated right now. But hey, you take them how you get them. Some really good wins in a row here. How many good wins in a row is that? That's essentially, we had that rough week versus Washington State. We couldn't move the ball. We won 70. Washington State is 7-3, so they've had a pretty good year by their standards. Really good year by their standards. And we won 17-0. So defensively, we were great. Offensively, not very good. But since then, we lost to Michigan by 1 on the road. That's a good loss. We beat 17th ranked Maryland on the road by 3. It's a good win. We beat Kansas State, who's still the 6th best team in the country. They've only lost 1 game, and it was to us, and we blew them out. We blew out Purdue, had a bye week. We beat Ohio State, handled Illinois, little shaky, but we handled them. Beat Wisconsin, and now we got Oregon and Rutgers on the way. And I believe if we check the Big Ten standings, like we had talked about not too long ago, we're right there, right? As long as we beat Oregon and we beat Rutgers, we're in the Big Ten title game. Now, if we lose to Oregon, we'll have 2 losses. And Oregon will also have 2 losses, and they'll have the tiebreaker because they beat us. So then we would need Oregon to lose next week. We don't know if that'll happen. Probably not. Most teams don't have tough games the last week of the season. Also, Ohio State and Michigan still have to play. So that could give us even more grace if when Ohio State and Michigan play, if Ohio State beats Michigan, that's good because then Michigan gets a loss, and that means that us having 2 losses isn't as bad because we'll have the tiebreaker on Ohio State. But we essentially do need to beat Oregon to really give us a chance here. And if we beat Oregon, we'll probably play Michigan again in a rematch for the Big Ten title. But as you can see, the Big Ten is no joke here. Michigan's a top school. USC is a top school. Ohio State's a top school. Oregon's a top school. You know, out of the top 25 rankings, you know, our division has the 3rd, the 4th, the 7th, the 9th, the 17th, and the 23rd, all in one conference. And Nebraska's hanging in tough there at 6-4, 5-2 in conference. So this is by far not an easy division, but we're handling it really well. So our next game is against our biggest rival in all of college football, Washington, Oregon. And the winner has a really, really strong chance at playing in the Big Ten title game with a chance for an automatic bid into the college football playoff. I can't wait to play it. I know you guys can't wait to watch it. So hit like and subscribe so you don't miss when it comes out. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.